Breaking: Secret Service on high alert after sick-thing Muslim Congresswoman dissed to Trump overnight. On Thursday, Missouri State Senator Maria Nadal made a real bonehead move and commented on Facebook that she hoped Donald Trump would get assassinated. After giving it some thought, the Muslim Democratic state senator backtracked, claiming that she was only frustrated with the direction the country was headed. However, if you look into her history, this was not the first incident where she put her foot in her mouth. On January 4, 2015, Maria Nadal issued what many took to be a racist threat against white people on her Twitter feed. Her message, while apparently escaping the notice of local media outlets, angered people everywhere. "Let me be clear," she screamed on Twitter. "When you exercise your #white privilege, don't think I'm not going to remember. I will use it for the future. Uncomfortable. The system has literally failed the people I represent," she said hours later. "There is no hope that anything will change. We go through the motions, because we have to." She also said the country has failed. Ironically, the conservative blog Weasel Zippers observed, she made the comment while using an image of communist dictator Fidel Castro as her background. The racist state senator has a long history of controversial remarks that can be traced back even further, but the message is already clear. There is no place for a senator like her in this country. There are many, including Democrats, who are saying Maria should step down after her disgraceful comments, and if her own corrupt party is turning against her, there is a real big problem. The state senator responded to her critics by saying she has no intention of stepping down. Be that as it may, Chappelle has already sealed her fate. According to Breitbart, "I didn't mean what I put up," Nadal told the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. "Absolutely not. I was very frustrated. Things have got to change," Nadal said, but apparently not her status as a state senator. "I am not resigning. What I said was wrong, but I am not going to stop talking about what led to that, which is the frustration and anger that many people across America are feeling right now," she said. In an interview, Nadal said her comments stemmed from frustration over the events in Charlottesville, Virginia, over the weekend, in which a white supremacist protester allegedly rammed his car into a group of counter-protesters, killing a 32-year-old woman, the Post-Dispatch reported. But some, including fellow Democrats, said that Nadal should step down. "I condemn it," Senator Claire McCaskill, Demo, said in an emailed statement. "It's outrageous. And she should resign." Representative William Lacey Clay, Demo, also said Nadal should go. "See, calling for the assassination of the president is a federal crime," Clay said, adding, "She's an embarrassment to our state and she should resign immediately." The U.S. Secret Service's St. Louis field office is looking into this, according to the Post-Dispatch. Christina Schmidt, special agent in charge, told the Post-Dispatch, "Hypothetically, in such investigations, agents try to determine intent, to determine if there was a violation of federal law. If there is, then we refer it to the U.S. Attorney." According to a screenshot of the now deleted conversation obtained by the Post-Dispatch, another commenter named Christopher Gainey was writing about a cousin of his who he said was on Trump's Secret Service detail. "But, what I posted earlier, I truly believe will happen, sooner, not later," he wrote. In a subsequent interview with the Post-Dispatch, Gainey said it wasn't a reference to assassination, but to his earlier stated belief that Vice President Mike Pence will use the 25th Amendment of the Constitution to have Trump removed from office. "Damn," Gainey wrote, "now I'll probably get a visit from the Secret Service SMDH." Comments calling for our president to be assassinated are unacceptable, especially when they are made by a person who is in a position of authority. The way it is going in our country these days, there is most definitely someone unhinged enough to attempt an assassination on President Trump. If the president did ever have an attempt on his life, it would not work out well for anyone in our country. An evil act such as that would almost assure civil war on a massive scale. The country is already divided and some would say we are already in a civil war. There may not be any shots fired yet, but if the events in Charlottesville tell you anything, This country is most definitely at war. Maria Chappelle-Nadal needs to step down. We have no place for anyone who thinks like that. What do you think? Think.